Okay, hello class. This is Mr. Chen speaking, and today we are going to talk about Scratch costume change. Okay, so what is Scratch costume change? Okay, basically Scratch costume change is about creating animation using different kinds of pictures. Okay, so let's take a look at the simplest form of animation. Okay, I've switched off the sound. So notice what is going on here. Basically, this lady is trying to create the animation of this girl jumping rope. But what is she doing? Okay, she's using her pen to flip the first page on top up and down. So this is the most primitive or most manual form of costume change, which is just using two pieces of paper and flipping between the two of them. Okay, now look at here. This is an animation of a running lion. Okay, 7 frames. If you can see here, that there's the word 7 frames. What does 7 frames mean? It means that there are 7 pictures being switched every second. So they're flipping through 7 pages of this lion running. Okay, each page has a different, slightly different picture of this lion running. Okay, so they're flipping through all 7 frames per second, which creates the animation of a running lion. Okay, so this is what happens when it becomes 14 frames. That means there are 14 pages of the lion running. So you can see it's much smoother and much faster. Okay, all this is in 1 second. Okay, so we are going to do the same thing for our Scratch program, right? And if you look here, I have already loaded 2 sprites to help us with my explanation, or help me with my explanation. Alright, so look at this one. I loaded this first sprite, okay, of this boy. I want to create the animation of a boy walking, and I have loaded all these other costumes into my costume tab. Right. First one, if I click here, the first costume, you see this boy walking. His inside leg is outside, his inside leg is in front, and his outside leg is at the back. I go on to the next one and I click on the second picture. Okay, so you notice the picture is slightly different, and we go on to the third, fourth, and fifth, and go back up 1. So as I'm clicking, look at the boy. He is walking. Okay, this is your walking animation. Okay, now we don't want to click through the picture like this. We want the program, the Scratch program, to do it for us. So how should we do it? We go to control, we choose this, we bring it outside. Okay, when green flag is clicked, okay, we always start with this, because when we click on the green flag, we want all our sprites to start moving or doing something. Then I'm going to take out wait 1 second, and I'm going to take out forever and repeat. Now if you remember from your lessons in class, forever and repeat are the same thing. Okay, basically what do? They look through the program that is between them here. Okay, forever, it's just that forever does it continuously forever, and repeat only does it like 10 times. Okay, so if you go to looks, okay, we are going to do costume change, so we definitely have to use the command tabs in the look section. Okay, now if I take next costume and I put it in forever, I double click. In the video it might not look it, but the boy is walking very fast. Okay, I click on the costume tab and take a look. They are switching through the pictures so fast, it is hard to know where the picture is at any moment. Okay, they're just looping through very fast. So I'm going to wait 1 second here, and then you notice immediately under costume tab that the pictures have started to slow down. Okay, the program is now looping through each costume after 1 second. So it's looping after 1 second. Okay, so this is your most basic program for costume change. Wait 1 second, next costume. Okay, so how about if we want to do like the long method, which is using this one, this switch to one particular costume, wait, switch to the next particular costume and wait. Okay, so what are we going to do? I'm going to click on my second sprite because I prepared the program here. I'm going to duplicate it and bring it to the first sprite. Okay, from here I will duplicate, because why do I want to have 5 purple command blocks here? That is because there are 5 pictures under my costume. Okay, I have 5 costumes, so I'm going to switch this to costume 1A, boy walking A, boy walking C, boy walking D. Oh, sorry, this should be boy walking B. This should be boy walking C. This should be boy walking D. And this should be boy walking E. Okay, make sure that your costumes are in the correct order. Okay, apparently this is not in the correct order, so we're gonna take away C, D and E first. Right, then we're gonna import the right costumes. Oops. Now it's very important that you get your costumes in the right order. If not, your animation will look very strange. Okay, because this is just the boy walking, the changes are very slight, so you don't see it. But it's very important to put in the correct costume in the correct order. Okay, now I'm gonna stop everything and I'm gonna double click on this program here. So let's look at the costume tab again. Okay, notice what it's doing. It's doing the same thing as when we activated this tab, this program block here. Okay, so you can use this program block to do any form of costume change. If I click on sprite 2, where the 2 blocks are already made, I click on forever 1. Okay, so Anna has started moving. Look at the costume block. Okay, it's just switching from 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2 again. If I stop everything and I double click on here, this block, look at the costume again. Alright, it's switching between 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2. Okay, so basically that is all you need to do for costume change. Okay, please go and practice this by doing what I just did. Go and load up the sprite 1 and 2. Okay, Anna or the boy walking, up to you. Just load any sprite. Okay, the under costume tab, go and load in their alternate costume. Okay, the ones that show them doing a different kind of movement, and play around, create the same blocks and see whether you can get the same effect as I just did, which is them moving and creating animation, okay, using costume change. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to approach any of the CPA teachers. We'll be very happy to help you out. Alright, so okay, this is Mr. Chen. I'll see you in class.